Hey, everybody, and welcome to True Crime Paranormal with the Psychic Sisters. This is Katie Weaver, and I'm here with my co-host, partner in crime, and sister Christy Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Excited to be here. It's already
Yeah.
Thursday. Monday holiday weeks are weird. I spend the whole week I don't know what day it is. I don't know. Yeah, weird.
I have to keep reminding myself because I could definitely leave some shit undone. I probably have, let's be real. But
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, it is Thursday night, so that means we're going to take a step away from true crime and a step into the psychic world. So it is the psychic hour, and we're excited tonight because it is the first show of the month, which means that we do marching orders. We've been doing marching orders on the radio for, 10 years, close to it.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a darn long time.
Yeah, a really long time, and we love it. So we're excited to be here for marching orders, and we're happy to have you guys here. So jump in the comments and say hello. It looks like we're just a little slow to get connected with everybody tonight, so that's okay. We'll just keep rolling forward.
You certainly can Christy, join us in the chat.
Yeah, come say hi. Yeah. So always the Thursday night question. What did you make for dinner?
We went to Garcia's, which is a Mexican restaurant here in town. We let them make dinner. It was great. Yeah.
They make great dinner. Yeah.
They do. They also do all the dishes, which is fantastic.
It's true.
There's Renee.
Hey, Renee.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
All the dishes, which is fantastic. I didn't have to do anything. Also, Rhonda paid, so I literally did nothing but just eat dinner, which was very cool. Yeah, I was a big fan.
I'm thinking we're just going to grill hamburgers later, or maybe I don't know. I'm a big fan of the no host night. We may really just do tonight because when you have two teenagers with jobs living in your house, if you haven't made dinner at some point, they're probably just going to go get something.
It's true. If you wait long enough, they drive, they have money.
Or maybe suggest something no one likes, and they'll be like, I think I'm going to go to Taco Bell. And you're like, oh, well, okay. And then as soon as they go to Taco Bell, me and Scott will jump in the truck and go do something else. So, we're grown up like Applebee's or McDonald's. I want to say hello to Renee and to Paula. Our dear cousin Paula's in the chat tonight. So good to see you.
Yeah. Hey, Paula. So what did you all make for dinner?
Chatters? What'd you make?
Feel free to share. We always do that on this show.
Yeah. So other than going to Garcia's for dinner, what are you up to? How's your day?
Good. I've been working on website building all day, and my brain is a little fried. Let me just say. Yeah. So I'm good. I'm glad to be here and not staring at that website anymore because it kind of makes me want to scream,
Run out of steam at some point, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Like how much I'm trying to be creative, damn it,
I get that. I do. Well, you had doggy drama on Tuesday. We had doggy drama today.
Right.
Scott and I were out running errands. Mars got home from work, and her dog had, I don't know what, maybe eaten a... Now, we didn't panic because this has happened at our house before, not to her, but to other dogs. She got stung by a bee maybe, or a spider. I'm not sure. So that was her poor little face. And we can laugh about it now because it's over. She looks fine now. But, a good dose of Benadryl later. And now she's kind of drunkly laying next to me and every once in a while starts loudly licking her feet. So we've had some talks about knock it the hell off, people will hear you. But I don't know if she will.
Poor Blue.
But can you believe that face? And that's not the worst of it. It actually got worse before it got better. Both ears blew clear up.
Poor girl.
Blue's had a hard day. And she is the nicest dog on the planet of Earth. And you just really hate to see something happen to her because she is the biggest sweetheart ever. And she acted so traumatized. I mean, look at this, know.
Something and then also and made her face blow up.
Yeah, somebody attacked my Blue. Well, then Mars had to weigh her so that she knew how much Benadryl to give her because we weren't home. So I'm trying to orchestrate this over the phone. But this happened to one of our little chihuahuas a few years ago. He woke up like this, and we went to the vet. It scared the crap out of me. And the vet said, oh, well, he probably ate a spider in your bed. I'm like, oh. Well, Rico's a hero.
Rico is a hero. He saved you from that spider.
Mm-hmm. But we also, our dad's Basset years ago, who happens to be the aunt of Miss Blue that you're looking at. She ate a bee one time and her face blew up just like this. So we knew what to do, and we've seen it before, but
were for real some of the funniest things I've ever seen. After I felt sorry for her, when she went to the vet and all that stuff. Holy crap, her face.
She looked like a cartoon. Yeah.
She did. Poor thing.
Yeah. So I should have taken a before and after so you guys could see Blue's actual face, because she actually has a sharp nose.
She's nothing a beautiful dog. She's a sweetheart. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not quite this deformed lump, but poor babe. Anyway, so she's fine, but if you hear some obnoxious slurping, you'll know she's woken up. Yes. But I think the Benadryl's doing its work. She's laying next to me on the floor and looking real zonked. So poor my little Blue.
Poor girl.
Anyway, so that's what's up in our worlds, but
right.
So because it is marching orders, I'm going to pull cards, and Christy's going to give us some energy activities. And I'm going to use, I love this deck so much. This is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. You guys, if you can ever get a Lucy Cavendish deck, do it. Any of them. They're so beautiful. So you'll see as we go how gorgeous these cards are. The only thing I'm not going to like about them is they're really shiny. So, that's not too bad. Sometimes you get a bad glare from the ring light, No, we can do that. Okay. So there's nothing I don't like about them, actually.
Well, there you go.
So I want to say hi to Stephanie and Bianca and RJ. And welcome, everybody. So we're going to start with Gemini. It is Gemini's birthday month.
It's already Gemini. This year, I mean, weird. Gemini already. Okay.
We are within weeks of God's favorite sign.
We are within weeks.
Yeah.
Hi,
Cranky. Hi, Red Girl.
About 12 or 14 weeks.
Everyone knows that Cancer is God's favorite sign.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sagittarius. So,
close second, I think, probably. But hey, Myrna and Aaron. Oh, Aaron, I nearly missed you. Hello, guys. Good to see you. Cranky had a big salad, a quesadilla, and cookies. We'll be right over, Cranky. All righty. So I'm going to just start pulling cards here. So it'll be interesting to see, because what a week we've had. Right. Industrious. I mean, it's been industrious as all get out.
Oh, well, Paula would like us to know that God's favorite sign is Leo. So, which is actually probably, Leos are the most likely to think that, I think.
Probably, yes. Kara would definitely agree.
She would.
Our sister Kara is a Leo, as are both of her children and 2 of her stepkids. So there are 5 Leos in that family. Can you even imagine? Dear God.
Out of 8 people. The rest of them are very, very outnumbered.
Yeah. That's a lot of Leo. I don't know how they haven't started a band or something.
Well, I don't know, but I have to save up for when their birthdays start coming around.
Yes.
It gets expensive at the end of July and into August. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. I should start buying now.
Right.
Be ready. I usually start watching for stuff. Well, the boys they're young adults. They just want money.
Right.
What is this? Myrna thinks it's Aquarius? Well, I have some Aquariuses in my life that would definitely agree.
And Cammie would like to know where Aries lands on that list.
A close second, probably. How it be.
I thought I was a close second. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. Gemini. So the card I pulled is the Dark Moon. Maturation, growing up, introspection, and knowing thyself. That's the card. Isn't that a gorgeous card? So Gemini, I feel like for you, a couple of things. I feel like Geminis are kind of looking over their last year and with maybe a little bit of regret or just kind of wanting to change some things up. I feel like we'll see some Geminis go back to old relationships or old friendships or, just kind of turn the tide a little bit. But I could also see Geminis this month leave their religion of origin or change some kind of philosophy that they have. I feel like there's a lot of shifting and changing in Gemini. Some misgivings, I think, about things that they've thought in the past that they're just ready to let go of or make a change on. So I think that'll be interesting. I think Gemini may lay down her sword and let some old grudges go.
What?
Interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
I find that quite impressive.
Yeah, I do too.
You know,
I think
if you
it'll be an
say that
interesting
about
month.
if you say that about Scorpio, I'm gonna faint, but that's
I
pretty
know.
impressive for Gemini.
I know. Wow. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a whole new Mars in my world, right?
Hey, I live with one too.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I really think that that's where we'll see Gemini. Gemini, I think that you will have a nice month. I think that actually you're kind of shuffling the cards for yourself, and going, I don't want to be lonely anymore, or I don't want to be, I don't want to carry this stuff anymore. I'm tired of it. So I'm excited to see what Gemini does. I think it's good. I think overall it's good. I think you might surprise some people in your world by taking some different roads than people thought that you would, but I don't think it's wrong. So I guess at the end of the day, probably biggest takeaway is trust yourself. And if you're feeling compelled to go this direction, there's no wrong answer, Unless it's prison. Don't do that. That's all.
There you go. There's just the one wrong answer. Like there's only one. Okay. Anyway, Gemini, what I feel like you need to do is you need to get your head into your heart. Sometimes we say, get your head out of your ass. That's not this. You're supposed to get your head into your heart. So we're going to do a little energy exercise.
Great. YouTube is not going to like that at all.
I didn't say the fourth word, so we're fine. Okay, so I'm going to do a little exercise with all of you. Geminis can do it. Everyone else can do it. But this is a great way when your head is like, you're weighing your head about stuff and you need to get into your heart about something. Do this exercise with me. So everybody just close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now bring your attention to your conscious mind. Of course, it's in your head, kind of between your third eye and your crown. We're going to draw that conscious mind down through your energy body into your heart so that you can take a break from thinking and just feel. So draw that conscious mind down into your throat chakra. And observe the words there. Observe anything that's stuck there. Observe the emotions that might be hanging around in there. And then draw your conscious mind down into your heart. And then take a minute to just feel. And now that your conscious mind is in your heart, you can observe what you feel, but you don't have to think it. So just allow yourself to feel. So whatever you're feeling in emotions, whatever you're feeling in your physical body, whatever you're feeling in your spiritual body, just take a moment to observe. Okay, so now take a moment just to make a mental note, a heart note. I don't know. The conscious mind is not in your head, so it's not mental. But anyway, a note of what you felt here and how that may relate to the choices you're making and the things that you're doing. My sense is you have felt something here that you've been missing. All right, now let's draw your conscious mind back up into your throat chakra. And then draw that energy all the way back up into your head where it belongs. Okay, and open your eyes. I have called that exercise sort of in a longer version I call it Calm Mind, because it's a way to stop the insanity, stop the chaos in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a way to consciously observe things that you're feeling that you may not have noticed because you're thinking too much. So very whose dog is on the thumbnail, right? So use it to, as you make decisions, make sure you go down into your heart, Geminis, and feel before you decide. But it's also a great way to just slow your mind.
Perfect. I think, obviously Gemini needs it, but obviously this is going to be good for everybody because it has been chaos. So
I need
the
it.
dog on the
I
thumbnail.
Wrote that. That's my practice. I developed it. I haven't done it in a long time.
It's a good one. The dog on the thumbnail is mine. That's little Blue. She ate a spider or a bee today, and her poor little face blew up. So we were just talking about poor Blue. She's now currently passed out next to me on Benadryl, and she's living her best life over here. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, you drew the Merlin. Guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. So here's the card. Isn't that cool? I don't know if you can tell, but the little bright lights are fairies. So you have the fairies, you have the Merlin with his staff. Yeah.
I like that stone he's got on his forehead. That's cool.
Yeah. I know. This is a cool card. So Cancer, for you, I feel like this month is a reconnection for you of your own ancientness. Is that a word? But of the ancient parts of you. I could see Cancers really diving into past life work this month, to ancestry this month, to the theology of your ancestors, really kind of jumping in, which makes me think about the summer solstice, because the summer solstice will be coming up on June 21st. And that's a time that a lot of people, particularly Cancers, feel really, really drawn to the magic of that time and to their ancestry. And so I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Cancers this month having, doing a drum circle or a moon circle or, I don't know, dancing skyclad around the fire. I won't do that. Somebody will. But, but I really feel like it's really about connecting to your old ways, your old connections. So I'm excited to see what Cancer does. The other part of that is that Merlin, that guidance. Cancer this month, consider getting a mentor or visiting with someone who is older and wiser, who can guide you. I was so pleasantly surprised today that a dear friend reached out and just with some advice to me about, being a nearly empty nester now. And just, we just had a really good chat. And I thought, I need these things in my life because I don't have any grandmothers left. I don't have a mother left. I don't really have, I have aunts and cousins and I love and appreciate them, but I don't have.
I'm older than you. I'm just saying.
Well, right. Well, that's true. But I mean, we don't have sages. We don't have sages in our family anymore to some degree. And so anyway, I think looking towards mentors of whatever, capacity you need might be important for Cancer this month too, to just feel heard and nurtured and maybe mothered a little bit. So that's where it's at, Cancer. I'm excited to see what you do. I'm excited to see what I do. Now I'm really thinking about the summer solstice and what that should look like. Yeah.
No kidding. So I feel like your energy practice is reconnecting with your guides. And for those of you who are readers, Katie, this is not about reading for anybody else. It is about connecting to your guides for yourself. So doing a little automatic writing where you ask your guidance system to come in, and then you ask some questions and just write. You don't even think, you just write. Or you do some meditation and you reach out to your spirit guide and you ask for a message. You could pull cards and ask for a message from your spirit guides. There's lots of ways to do that. But I feel like some intention around connecting to them, because guess what? Your spirit guides are part of your family lineage. And so it's a great way to reconnect with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Perfect. All right, Leo. Red Girl says her family gets a vodka aunt.
It's funny.
I just still can't get over the idea that we're the adults in the room. Like, what?
Ooh, I know.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
Okay, Leo. Oh, Leo. This is you, so prepare yourself. The Grail Fairy. Fertility, the return of life, health, life cycles. Look at this fairy.
Ooh, beautiful.
Is that not just Leo to the core? Yeah. So interesting for you, Leo. So what does it mean? I think this month for you, Leo, I feel like financially, this is a really good month for Leos, that you'll have a financial boon of some sort. I'm not saying you're all winning the lottery. I'm just saying that financially things should look solid for you and maybe have a bit of an increase. I feel like this is a time that you're going to have a good opportunity to evaluate health. I suspect that you might either decide you're tired of suffering over something and go to the doctor and finally get it taken care of, or that you will be able to, just get a really great handle on your health. And it's a good month for health for Leos, in other words. Now, it's true, I think some Leos might end up going to the doctor and scheduling that knee or whatever, that you've been waiting on for a while. But I think more than that, it's about just embracing your health and taking good care of yourself. So this is good for Leo. Yeah. And then the life cycles part of that card. I'm not so into life cycles for you. I'm into cycles. I could see Leo cut some things loose that aren't serving them anymore. I could see Leo make some changes and set some boundaries, like with their jobs, or with others that are just kind of clamoring for too much of their time. I feel like Leo wants to have fun. Leo is tired of working too hard. They're tired of being so tied down.
No.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. I think Leo wants that, needs that, is really aching for that. I could also see Leo do something this month, like a road trip or some kind of, just for fun kind of activity, maybe, whatever that looks like for you. But it's good, Leo. This is a good month. But again, this is you really, I think, taking control of some things that have been in the wind and, getting some boundaries, making some decisions. It's powerful.
It certainly is. Around all the health stuff, the thing that keeps coming up for me for Leos is to remember that you can call in Archangel Raphael and ask for a healing. This is something that I do at bedtime pretty often, and you can do it anytime, but bedtime's a great time to call in Archangel Raphael and ask for a healing. It's a crazy experience. It feels like getting an energy healing, like a really, really good one. And it's a great option that we all have, that if we're struggling with something, there is someone who can come in and provide some healing and some support. So I do want to encourage Leos and everyone else, if you're struggling with something with your health or any other thing that you feel like you could use some support, call in Archangel Raphael and ask him to heal you. Just lay down and ask for a healing, and I'll tell you what, I always feel like I'm getting one.
Most definitely. I love to do that right before I go to sleep.
Yep.
And just take it away. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. Good. Leo, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Leo kind of go, you know what? I'm done with bullshit. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of too much. No, I'm getting some boundaries. I'm done. And what do we know about Leos? When Leos are done with something, they are 10 out of 10 done.
Done. Yeah.
Other people, if you're pushing a Leo too hard, when they hit that limit, you're done. There's no coming back from it. So don't do it.
Very much Leo thing. Hey, Robin, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. All right. So I have to say, Cami said, could you guys imagine how fun a girls' weekend would be? It is on, Cami. So here's what we learned today. The not Comic-Con, what am I saying? CrimeCon.
CrimeCon.
Next year is in Las Vegas.
Woohoo!
Yes. It's the last weekend in April. April 29th through March 1st. And we're going. We're not sure in what capacity yet. We might go professionally, or we might just go, as peeps, But we're going. And so if you guys want to come and connect with us there, that's happening. And now we have like a year to get ready. So I'm really excited about it. And, once we know more, we'll tell you guys more. But start thinking about it. And it's in Vegas. Oh, my God.
And, of course, I mean, for us, that's so easy.
Sin City.
And we have a direct flight from here. And so, that's best case scenario, frankly, for us.
Right. Not to be total jerks, but it's the best for us. So.
Well, it is. And, we sort of have to make it possible for us. So, we're super stoked.
Oh, it's right after Cammie's birthday. So, birthday weekend, Cammie.
There you go. Yep. I'm sure we'll organize some kind of get together with y'all. That'd be super fun.
Murder and mystery games and frozen drinks. Oh, I'm down.
Dude, right? I just want to go to CrimeCon. How did we not know this existed until yesterday?
I have no idea.
Me either.
Who even are we?
Right? We're all head down in our own stuff, not paying attention to anything else. But
crime.
Yes,
crime. We're so busy looking at crime, and we didn't know there was CrimeCon.
CrimeCon, yeah. We will be keeping you updated when we know more.
Yet again, Nate Eaton for the win.
Yeah. That dude is very useful around here.
Right. We owe Nate something. A basket of, I don't know, chocolates or something. Don't be scared of Las Vegas, Cranky. It is a fun town. You do have to, stay in safe places, stay on the strip.
I do not recommend renting a car. I recommend very much Ubering because that is some of the craziest driving I have ever seen in my entire life is on the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, don't drive in Las Vegas. No.
Let someone else do it. And just keep your eyes closed the whole time.
Unless Scott comes with us and he can do the driving. But otherwise, no.
Yeah.
However, we did take a bus one time to Fremont Street, which is like the old strip, old Vegas. And we got confused about the buses. And we ended up getting dropped off at the bus depot at 1:00 in the morning with all of our little kids. And they were little at the time, just with nothing. And it was really cold. It was November. And we waited for 45 minutes for another bus. And we felt like we were probably going to get our kids killed. It was really stupid.
It was super scary.
Super scary. We were stupid. So don't be us. Don't be stupid.
Just Uber. Just Uber. That's all I got.
That was before Uber. Now that would have never happened.
No.
Yeah. Cranky said she's literally off the farm here. No, we get it. Okay. Virgo. I almost skipped to Pisces. No, Virgo.
Pisces. Oh, jeez. Okay, Virgo.
We're light years away from Pisces. All right, Virgo. The card is the Golden Gift. Ooh. Magical help is on its way. Okay. Look at the card. It's so beautiful. It's this. I should say, because I know we actually don't. This isn't just a video. People listen to this too. So it is, I don't know, an elemental of sorts. A woman with long blonde hair. She's in a golden gown. She has horns on her head. There's a fairy to the side of her. It's a beautiful card. So here's where it is for me right now for you guys. I think that for Virgo, help is on the way means ask for help. You guys are so damn independent all the time. And then you start getting overwhelmed and you start getting resentful and you're not enjoying life anymore. And Virgo, I feel like you have big plans for the summer. that you really have some things you want to do, you want to accomplish with your homes and your yards, and maybe you want to do some travel, and like you're thinking about stuff, you want to do things to stay together, and keep yourself together and do some fun stuff. But you're overwhelmed because you have too much on your plate. And so ask for help. Now I'm going to give it to you two ways. I think you need to ask for very physical help from people around you. I think you should consider hiring people to do some things that are too hard for you or too much for you or that are just overwhelming you. I think you'd be amazed at how quickly you could get a bunch of things knocked off your list that way. But the other part of that is ask for angelic help. Ask for, you guys, I cannot stress enough how powerful it is to ask your past loved ones for help.
Oh, so true.
They don't have much to do. They're chilling out. They're waiting for you, no rush, but they are. And they need something to do. They want to help, but you have free will. I've said for a long time, I feel like free will is one thing that religion got right, and I do believe that you have the will to do whatever you want to with this life. But if you ask for help, you'll get it. So ask. How many times have I said, well, you don't know, I don't know, but how many times I've told people, and it works, to ask your dad to help bring a new partner into your life. Dads are so good at this. Or to ask your grandpa or grandma, but it's ask for help. In other words, I could give a lot of examples, but that's just wasting our time. But ask for help.
I always ask my dad for help with money issues.
Money. He's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. Our dad was so good with money. Our mom, no. She was good with lots of other stuff. Money was not one of them.
No, and it made her so mad because she was so independent. And then out of the blue, she'd have her checking account all twisted up and she'd be so pissed off about it. Yeah.
Very funny.
All right. So what you think for Virgo?
Well, Virgo, I really feel like one of the things that you struggle with taking on too much is that there's some fear there about letting go of some things, allowing other people to help and not controlling everything. And so I actually feel like what you need is a good grounding exercise so that you can feel safe and settled so that it's okay for you to ask for help and, that you're not afraid of letting go of anything. So let's use the red tree roots. I want you to just, stand on the earth if you can, or on the ground in your house if you can't, and just send red tree roots out of the bottoms of your feet deep down to the center of the earth. In the center of the earth is the goddess Gaia. She's the energy of the earth, the spirit of the earth. So you simply ask her to take hold of those root cords and make a strong connection between you and the energy of the earth so that you can feel safe and stable and secure so that you can ask for help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Hey, like last week we were talking about that haunted Vegas tour we took.
Oh, yeah.
We could do that together.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
I want to take a better one. Can we take a better one? That one?
Well, they've had a lot of years to hone that one. Maybe it is better now.
It might be. I bet they have a new bus.
Either that or
didn't make
we'll witness some true crime in real time.
Well, that's possible.
I wasn't sure we wouldn't. Renee said that it's the second time this week she's heard about asking for help. And Megan said, funny you mentioned that. Gave asking them a shot this past weekend for help, looking for a lost item, and found exactly what was missing real quick. Oh, it's effective.
Good. Yeah.
We just forget. We have this idea that we're in this by ourselves, and we just couldn't be closer to the wrong. It's not the truth.
Totally wrong.
Closer to the wrong. I don't know. I'm really full of it today. Okay.
Yeah.
Libra. Oh, Libra, this is you. Story keeper. Tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom. Look at Libra. She's got her book. She's sitting on that fancy chair. This just looks like Libra. Okay. All right. So what does it mean for you, Libra? Well, just that. I feel like Libra feels actually pretty introverted this month and is thinking a lot about their stories and the stories of their family and their ancestors. I could totally see Libra do some memoir work this month. You guys, if you haven't started writing your memoirs, do it. Memoirs are not, it's not an autobiography. An autobiography starts at the beginning, right? I was born in 1959 to my parents, Fred and Georgia or whatever. That's an autobiography and it's boring and they're hard to write because you have to stay in order and it sucks. Don't do that. Right? Unless you like that. And if you do, fine. But
yeah, in case you already just finished yours, and then it's fantastic.
It's just hard for people. If you're not a professional writer, that's really hard to stick with and to organize it. Mm-hmm. Instead, consider writing your memoirs. Memoirs are just one soundbite. They're just one piece. So, maybe it's, when I was 7, my Uncle Larry took me out on the boat and this is what happened and this is who was there and this is what I learned from it or whatever, right? Memoirs are interesting because some of your stories are hard to write and they bring up a lot and some of them are just pure fun. But memoirs are really good because it helps you to get your stories out of you, because keeping that stuff all bottled up in you isn't good for your health or your spirit at all. But it also helps you to start putting a little record of your life down. Write it on paper or type it out, or if you're not good at either of those things, just speak it into a Google Doc, just say it. These things are really important. And like Red Girl said, I'm a little worried my memoirs would be sad and upsetting for others to read. You don't have to share them at all. They're for you. And if you choose at some point to share them, fine. But if you don't, there's nothing wrong with that. But I could see Libra doing some writing this month and wanting to get some things out of them.
The That's other so part funny, of that, I'm a Libra moon and I've been feeling that. So I like
nice. It. Yeah. Yeah, you and I both have a ton of Libra in our charts. Mm-hmm. And we've both written some things that have kind of upset our extended families.
Oh, have we though? Yes.
When you, talk about sex abuse and the Mormon church and, things that your family don't really want to talk about. But whatever, I digress. Anyway, the other part of that, that pulls it onto the screen.
Well, that is not what I meant to do.
So we do have, we have a scammer in the chat room. She's in Facebook. So if she's messaging you, she has nothing. She's not one of our people at all. Her name
is Linda Mary Medium, and she should get the hell out of our chat.
Yeah. So I doubt she's listening. I get this on my other show like every week. It's very frustrating. Anyway, the other part of that is wisdom for you. I think that Libra is also going to really just dive into books this month. I could see Libra doing a lot of reading, studying, growing in knowledge. So I really like this kind of stuff for you, Libra. But in pretty introverted month, I think you'll find yourself torn between what you need to do and what you want to do with your time. So there you have it.
Mm-hmm. I really feel like actually Libra needs the same exercise that we did for Gemini. That same getting your head down into your heart. Do that practice before you write to help you. And I feel like you will, that will really benefit you. Sorry, I'm trying to ban the scammer and talk at the same time.
I can't ever do it during the show. I always have to wait till we're over. But
I've been trying to do it in the Facebook stream. We'll see. I don't know. But that's what I want to say is that Geminis should do, or that Libra should do the same exercise as Geminis and get that conscious mind down into your heart.
Perfect. All right. Let's see what our Scorpios are up to. Ooh, Scorpio. Saucy as ever. Beauty's truth. Beauty, physical pleasure, sensuality. Well, that's Scorpio. Here you are. Look at that card. Yikes. She is gorgeous. Okay.
A half-naked fairy.
Yep. I actually feel like for you this month, Scorpio, I feel like this month a lot is about beautification of yourself. I could really see my Scorpios this month get really serious about maybe a new exercise routine or the way you're eating or the way you're taking care of yourself. But I feel Scorpio is really going, you know what? I don't like the way I have been doing these things. We're making a change. I feel like they are just uncomfortable in their bodies and ready to make some kind of a shift. I also feel like Scorpio this month is going to do some shifting up of their environment. I could see Scorpios do some things like rearrange furniture or even buy some new furniture, buy a new bedroom, set or a new comforter. I think that Scorpios are going to, they're tired of some things around them. They're sick of it. They're tired of looking at their houses and they're going to change some stuff. It could be big stuff. If you're married to a Scorpio and you get home and they've knocked a wall down, I wouldn't be that surprised, honestly.
Well, you're speaking 100% from your own experience.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear God, please don't let it be. But, yeah, I think it's going to be some stuff like that. I could also see Scorpio get a new car this month. I could see Scorpios also decide that they're sick of their cars. They don't like the way they look anymore. They're not happy with them and go buy something else. So changes, really, Scorpio this month. It might feel and seem a little bit vain. It's not really. Scorpio just needs things to look a certain way to be comfortable, and they're going to work on that. I would recommend not getting in their way because they're going to do it. Yeah. Yep.
Well,
there's that.
So I feel like for Scorpios, a really good practice this month would be to work with your sacral chakra, because that's where your center of creativity and emotional expression are. And really, this is exactly what we're talking about, is that when you express yourself in the world, whether it's what you wear, or what you drive, or how your house looks, you are expressing who you are. So actually spending a little time with some intention around what is it that I want to put out into the world? What is it that I'm trying to express? What am I trying to say here? Identifying that first. Who do you want to be, I guess, is really kind of what it is. But it's acknowledging first that creativity comes from the sacral chakra and that it is okay to express yourself in the world. I'll give you an example. We went to my son's doctor today, and I love her. She wears mismatched patterned leggings and dresses every single time I see her. Nice. With some funky sweater and funky earrings too. And it's so cute. She is so expressing who she is. Mm-hmm. I have a little trouble with the mismatchy stuff when it comes to myself and my own wardrobe. I have a hard time doing that. It kind of bothers me. But on her, it was so cute. And it was very much the way that she was representing herself. So for Scorpios to take that leap and to accept that, it really is just an energy practice to acknowledge, hey, I really want to look like this or do that or be this, and then allow it in your life.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm really interested now to see what Scorpios do.
Right.
But again, please no knocking down of walls or major house rehab problem at my house project. Yeah. I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. I'll be the one that gets it.
Is Scott listening? Is Scott listening? I don't know.
He's a softball practice, so we're good.
Oh.
Okay. This is Sag. Glimpse. How cool is this card? It's a fairy. I don't know if it's a male or a female. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Hiding behind what looks like an ancient tree stump. Indigo, rainbow, crystal children, and beyond.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Really interesting because, again, and we've said this a lot of times today, and it's always interesting when we find the patterns, but introverted. I feel like Sag is really going to introvert a lot this month and really get deep in figuring out who they are and what their origins are and what makes them tick. In some ways, I see Sag and Cancer being really similar this month in diving really deep.
Yeah,
I could see Sag and Cancer end up in some really deep conversations with themselves and with other people and really digging deep. Sag, I think that's exactly what you will do. I could see Sagittarius get passionate about a topic that either you are not familiar with or you just have been away from for a while and jump really deep back into it or into it for the first time. But maybe by taking a class or doing some reading, watching some stuff, But I feel like for you this month, Sag, it really is about diving into who you are. So, a lot of Sagittarians are indigo children. Yeah. Lots of Sagittarians have that leadership. They have that intensity. They have that need to change the world. And I think that part of you is really going to come out. And activism galore. Well, it'll
For
be
sure.
Sagittarius leading the charge. Yep. Lots of activism. So,
Well,
we'll see
you know,
what you do.
one thing we Sagittarians struggle with is sometimes we are just too big for this world. I don't know how many of you feel that way, but I do, and I've seen that with many Sagittarians. Our personalities are big, our knowledge and our intellect are big, and so we have a tendency to make ourselves smaller to fit. And I feel like a lot of us have been in that position. So something that we're going to do a little aura exercise, because when we pull in and make ourselves smaller, we literally make our energy bodies smaller. Now, your energy body should be at arm's length. You know, this is my bubble. We all learned that as kids, right? But for a lot of Sagittarius, if we've kind of been knocked down a little bit, we pull that bubble in to fit into whatever we're supposed to fit into in the world. And that's when we lose our confidence. We're not stepping out there into the world the way that we should. We're not using our wisdom, that kind of thing. So let's do a little exercise. So everybody, I'm going to teach you how to get your bubble out to arm's length. So just close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Now bring your attention to what I call your energy body or your bubble, which is the layer of your aura that should be at arm's length all the way around your body. I want you to take a moment to feel where that is. Just use your hands to feel it. I feel mine about here, which is sort of with my elbows bent against my sides. So my aura is definitely pulled in from where it should be. So I'm going to start filling this aura up with energy from my heart chakra. I want you to just start pushing energy out your heart chakra. Doesn't matter what color it is. It's going to be all different kinds of colors. Don't worry if it's the right heart chakra colors. That doesn't matter. And as we do that, I'm also just going to use my hand to extend my bubble. So I'm going to push my bubble out, and then I'm going to push it up. And then I'm going to push it out to the sides. And then behind you, if you can. I have a really stiff shoulder, but sort of intentionally push that energy out to arm's length. And now just allow that energy to fill up your bubble. We want to fill that bubble all the way up at arm's length to get us back to where we're supposed to be. Many of us have pulled our energy in because we weren't accepted, or, we felt judged, or we were told we're too much, or, whatever. And so just allow that energy to fill up from your heart. Till you feel it reach the top of your bubble. Okay, and then open your eyes. And Sagittarians, if you feel like you're pulling your bubble in again, do this exercise again. Because we have to remember who we really are, and we also have to be able to use that. Yeah. And sometimes this world squishes us into a box. So bust out of that.
And like Red Girl says, to hell with them. The world needs good, big personalities.
Right.
Oh, agree.
Right.
All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, your card is her special place. Find your own safe space, inside and out. Really like this for a couple of reasons. Capricorn, you cannot have a bunch of harshness this month. You just can't. You're done. You're just all done. So harshness at work, harshness at home, harshness in the world, you've got to insulate yourself. I feel like whether it's a shitty coworker, or it's just too much social media or news, or it's just, chaos and stress in your life at home, or in whatever capacity, this is the time that you've got to find some ways to buffer that. So, safe place could be within some meditation. It could be some just really good downtime and by yourself time that you do whatever you want. On the outside, I feel like Cap, you've got to have some time outside this month. I could see Capricorns really connecting with nature, in whatever way that you love, you know. My son is a Cap, and when I was looking at that card and thinking about it, I could see him going fishing and thinking, yeah, that's what he needs. He needs to get connected to the water and to the earth. And I feel like Cap, a lot of you guys will need that in whatever way works for you. You know, not everyone's going fishing, but maybe you're going to go and take a drive up into the mountains, or maybe you're going to go to the beach, or maybe you're going to go walk a favorite trail or whatever. But connecting to the earth is going to be a big part of that. And the last part of it is just saying no to it, you know, putting no energy into the crazy makers at work, turning off the news, the extra media, the stuff that's just inundating you and overwhelming you. You're the only person that can do that for yourself. You know, you have to set boundaries with you and live up to them. So I think you can do it, Cap. I think you'll feel a whole lot better when you do. But this is a real kind of getting back to basics kind of month for you.
Well, I do feel like that includes some guided imagery meditation. If you haven't done it before, search it on YouTube, search it on Spotify or Apple. You need some imagery that will take you to a safe place. If you haven't developed one in your own mind, use some meditation to take you to a place that is your safe place so that you can rest mentally and emotionally, and find one that you like and do it every day. Give yourself some space.
Nice. Okay. Aquarius. You were so fast. I didn't get Aquarius pulled.
Oh.
Or maybe I was so slow. I was probably
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to know what my nickname was when I was little? I should not tell you this, but when I was little, my nickname was the Pokey Puppy. Now, that really ages me because that was a book way back in forever ago. The Adventures of the Pokey Puppy. And the Pokey Puppy was too slow and, you know, drove everybody crazy because he was always lagging and whatever. Well, that was me when I was a kid, and I'm still too slow most of the time. I'm the one who takes forever to do everything.
It's true. I can validate. Yes.
It almost kills Scott to go to Walmart with me. I am a huge pain in the ass, apparently. It's okay. I'm cold. I know it. I'm fine with it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is cracking me up. The card for Aquarius is Snail's Pace. So I guess I'm not the only Pokey Puppy this month.
Apparently.
Yes. So Aquarius, Snail's Pace. Slow down, grounding, listening for the heartbeat of the earth, subtle energies. Ooh, interesting. Aquarius and Capricorn are very similar this month. Look at that sweet card. So I really feel like for you this month, Aquarius, it is about really getting downtime. And not just downtime to take a nap. Now, I know nobody loves a good nap like an Aquarian.
It is true.
Nobody. If an
Aquarians
Aquarius can have a nap, it is, it's been a good day. So there's definitely some of that. But I think for you guys too, Aquarius, it's about just carving in some downtime to do what you want too. When was the last time you got to actually work on a hobby or just do something fun or just do nothing, you know? I think that for you this month, setting some boundaries and saying, I don't want to do this or that, or I don't have, you know, I'm not going here or there because this is what I want to do, you know, and doing those things. I think Aquarians that work a lot might need to maybe take a mental health day here or there and give yourself just a little bit of extra space time-wise. I think if you don't, by the end of the month, your body might make you. You know, I think you may have, your body might flare up on you and you may get sick and just have to, take those days anyway. So why not do it now and actually have a little fun? So give yourself that space. You just need it. And then obviously get some connection to the earth this month. You know, as much as I felt like Cancer needed some ceremony, needed some, some magical energy around this summer solstice, I think Aquarius is desperate for it too. So I think we'll see a little bit more of that. Oh, no, Donna, we're still live. I'm really happy to see you here. Oh, no, hang out. Okay. So what you got for Aquarius?
Well, Aquarius, I want to go a little bit different way. The whole idea of going snail's pace, I feel like you are struggling with a decision and that this is an indication to slow down and make that choice a little bit slower. So one of the energy practices that I think would be helpful for you is learning how to tune into your solar plexus to get a yes or a no. So your body is like an antenna of intuition. And so it's not like it's just all in your third eye. It's actually not at all. So a really, really important part of identifying your intuition is knowing where it is in your body. And the intuition in your solar plexus is not colored by anybody else's needs or wants. It's just you. So if you are kind of going at a snail's pace on a decision because you are not sure if the answer is right or not, nor the decision is right or not, I want you to put your hand on your belly and ask yourself, is this situation the right thing or no? And I want you to literally feel what your physical body says to you. I mean, we all know what it feels like to feel bad in your stomach, right? We know what that feels like. And if you get a yucky feeling in your stomach, that's a no. You can also get like a warm, positive feeling in your stomach. We all know what that feels like too. So use those physical feelings that we all already have to answer your question. So if you're kind of going slow at something, you're not sure, use that skill to answer your question.
That is a really good one. Okay, Pisces. I know we've got some Pisces in the house, but I'll said earlier that they're just a bunch of criers. I get it.
Oh, I did see that.
I get it. Y'all know I have a Pisces. Okay.
Mm.
All right. The card is Catch Me.
Mm.
She's taking a leap off a cliff. So I just hope that's a good thing. Catch me. Trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. So that's the card.
Mm-hmm.
Pisces, I think it's fun this month, actually, because I feel like you're going to have some choices presented. I feel like either a purchase that you've been trying to make, like probably a big one, or some kind of other shift. This could be changing jobs. This could be moving. It could be bringing somebody new into your world. It could be a new relationship, but something big seems to be sliding Pisces' way. And you need to talk to somebody before you make any decisions. Don't shoot yourself in the foot and take the easy way out, right? Don't do that. You get nervous, you get cautious, and sometimes you just go, oh, no, I'm just not doing anything because you get freaked out. I understand. I do. But maybe this is the right thing, right? So before you have a knee-jerk reaction and decide to just throw it all away, talk to somebody else. Talk to a neutral party that can help you weigh out pros and cons and look at this from a different perspective. And, you might be pleasantly surprised because I actually think there's some pretty good magic coming up right now for Pisces. Yeah, Cranky said, what a nightmare, stepping into the unknown. That's Pisces. You guys want to know. You want to plan it. You want to know what's going to happen. And it doesn't mean you have to jump off a straight up cliff, right? But it does mean that you may have some opportunities this month to do some things a little differently,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's even just going out to lunch with friends you haven't seen in a while, or a group of friends that are kind of drawing you into their fold. It doesn't have to be huge, but I think there's some choices, some decisions, and some goodness coming. So I'm very excited to see what Pisces does.
Mm-hmm. So for Pisces, the solar plexus yes or no activity, I think, would be a great one for you.
Mm-hmm.
I also think getting in contact with your spirit guides. So remember, usually they're on the left side of your body. Start by asking a question and writing the answer. You do some automatic writing. It's actually much more simple than it sounds. You just think your question and then write whatever comes out of your pen. Like, don't even try to think about it. If that is too hard, ask for a sign and then, and specify. I want to see a feather. I want to see a penny if this is the right thing, on the sidewalk or whatever. Or ask for a dream. Because that's another way that you can get some support and get some, information.
Yeah. Hi, Shell. Perfect. All right. Well, how about Aries? Trying not to be slow.
We're going to start calling her the pokey little puppy on here, aren't we?
I know. It's coming.
Don't
Don't remind Scott. Okay. I'm going to get it now. All right. The Grail Fairy, yet again. Now, we had this for Leo. So this card is fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles.
Yes.
This is what it looks like, that gorgeous fairy.
Mm.
I think for you too, Aries, there is a real peak at health for you this month. So here's what I'm going to say to you about it. If you have been putting it off, if you know you need to go to the dentist or the eye doctor or have a checkup or have something looked at, do it. This is the month to do it. If you have been putting off any other kind of procedure, if you were told a long time ago, you've got to have that gallbladder out, get on it. This is a really good month for you for health. This isn't to scare you or shake you up. It is to remind you that this is a strong month for health for you. So take care of your health. Do the things that you need to do. Now, maybe it's not that huge. Maybe it's just something like, that you really need to work out a better routine to drink enough water or to get enough sleep. Maybe it's a little more minor, but still vital stuff. Whatever it is, really put your health as a paramount goal this month and work on it. It's really important for you right now. And I think along with that, with Aries this month, I feel like Aries, you really, really need to have some fun. And so,
that seems like a theme for everybody, doesn't it?
It does. Because I do feel like this month we see a lot of introverted stuff, which is fine, but also a need to step out of that and have some fun here and there. So have fun. If you need to, call up a fun friend and say, get me out of this house, do it. Or maybe you're the instigator, maybe the barbecue's at your house this time, whatever. But really, Aries, do some things that break up the tedium too.
Yeah. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing that I suggested to Leo to do, which is to call on Archangel Raphael to come in, give you some healings at night. You can ask for a specific thing to be healed or just ask for a general healing, whatever you're in need of, but start asking for that every night. Also consider getting some energy work.
Mm-hmm.
Get some work so that people can, let some people help you through some energy work. I feel like that would be very beneficial.
Oh, yeah. Help you to let go of some of that stuff you're hanging on to.
Yeah.
Because everybody is, I have a lot of clients that will just call me, not very often, but every few months they'll call me and say, I'm just feeling it. I just feel 100 pounds heavier than I should. I feel like I'm just trudging along. Like, what do you see? And they usually have some pretty good psychic debris. That's what going through life is like.
Yeah.
You do pick up stuff. And sometimes it's nice to get a little help just clearing that out and getting rid of it so that you can feel amazing.
Sure.
Okay, Taurus. Last the best of all the game this time around. Don't worry, next month it'll be Gemini, so don't worry. Okay. All right, Taurus. The card is Light the Darkness. Ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. Boy, we've heard a lot about that tonight.
You sure have.
Look at this card.
That's cool.
So it's like what is he? I want to say fairy with those ears, but, this is a fairy deck, so yes, he's a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an old man with a little fringe of gray hair around the back and these ears and that nose that's like, they call that bulbous, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, and he has a little fairy sitting right on his forehead. Yeah. Light the darkness. Interesting for you, Taurus, because I feel like my Tauruses have a lot of people around them that need them. I feel like you guys have a lot of family and friends who are just not having their best moments right now and need your support and need your guidance. And my reminder to you, Taurus, is that you have a lot to offer. You are so good at problem solving. You're so good at cutting through and cutting to the chase and seeing the heart of an issue or the heart of the matter. You have a lot to offer, and you may not really give yourself credit for that. So I want to do that for you. But I also want you to remember that when those people come forward, do help them. Because Taurus gets kind of like, oh, I am reading my book right now. Taurus sometimes gets a little persnickety about who they want to, whose nonsense they want to really entertain today, because Taurus doesn't do drama. So you're going to be asked to do drama this month for a minute, and really help double down on that. The other part of that is you light the world, whatever way you choose. If you want to be, share some things you've written, or you want to share some things on social media that are uplifting, or you want to do some random acts of kindness, you decide what that looks like. But do some things that lift the world up. You are in a good energy for it right now, and we need you.
We really do. And it does mean stepping out a bit. And I think that's a really important part of this, Taurus, is that you are a very bright light to your small group of people. And being willing to share further. I actually feel like Taurians need to share, whether it's on social media or in person, that this is actually a really important energy activity for you, that you share some things about yourself that you have not been sharing. So it's kind of time to tell the secrets. Not bad ones, just like some of the Tauruses that I know are some of the most gifted, talented people you know, but they don't tell anybody. So it's time to tell.
Yeah.
That's just a really important part of keeping your light bright, is by actually sharing it. And that's,
I really love that. Yeah. I'm so excited. You guys love that card. You think you look like Dobby from Harry Potter. Cranky said he looks like her. Well, he was just a damn adorable Cranky, so we'll take it.
Yeah.
Love it. Or he looked like he was someone from The Hobbit. Yeah, no kidding. I can see that too, for sure. Well, we have done it. We cranked them all out. That is all 12 signs, marching orders for June. So watch for pop-ups from both of us this weekend. We're really promise we're going to do them. And we got to go watch softball tomorrow. We do have softball, but we'll be around. So that's all. And it's hot, so send some cooling vibes our way. But other than that, we'll be back Monday with a brand new case, and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then, of course, marching orders, or not marching orders, now that's in my head. And of course, we'll be back Wednesday night for the case updates show, and then Thursday night for the psychic hour. But I think that what has taken my attention away is my own thoughts. I think that we have court next week in the Daybell case. We do on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Wednesday there is Chad's arraignment. There was supposed to be a case update that day too, or a conference. I don't know if they're still doing that or if it's just Chad's arraignment now. It won't be Lori, but we do know that on the 16th there is a conversation. There is a date set to talk about the whole, what did we decide if she's bonkers to the bone or not?
Yes. Yeah.
So and they probably won't decide anything that day. They'll just start hashing it out. But anyway, that's what's coming. So keep an eye on us. And thanks for being here. You guys have a great weekend. This has been True Crime Paranormal with the Psychic Sisters.